Yo, what's good, South Africa? What's good, people? It's your boy Hugo Season, and you are watching Industry in the Streets, brought to you by Hip Hop on the Grind. Let's go. So, Hugo Season, starting off from like the name, it was derived from my actual name called Ugochukwu, Ugochukwu, and it means God's glory or God's treasure in different dialects, because I'm Igbo from Nigeria, from the eastern part of Nigeria. And so that for me, that was like, that was like my seed. That was like what I used for that was my go-to motivation. And so I just tried to like style it in a way, you know how the artist name be and stuff like that. But yeah, I added the Y, and then it's my season, so it's Hugo Season. And my thing in the game has been I've just been grinding, honestly. Started off doing covers and open verses. I started off like freestyling, just write a couple of verses that no beats and stuff, where I used to record on my phone and all that stuff. This was like back in 2018, 2019. I recorded I recorded my first recorded song. So, from there, I've just been doing my thing here and there. I learned how to record by myself. I learned how to mix and master by myself and all that stuff. So up until this point, yeah, it's just been the hustle, bro. My sound is unique and it's youthful. It feels like you're listening to like Young Life, right? It sounds very inspiring. My sound is inspiring to like the younger audience. It's very relatable to the mid-range, people at the like teenage levels, 20, 30, and then to the older people, it sounds like nostalgia, because you hear my stuff and then you hear my sounds, and it reminds you of like back in the days, or back in your days when you was like, But yeah, that's kind of like the epitome of my sound. Behind the scenes, honestly, that's a very good question, because not a lot of people look at that. Everyone's just looking at the numbers and like what's happening in the front. No one's really like talking about the sleepless nights, the corrupted files that you have to like do a whole reshoot and all that stuff, or like the failed projects that that takes you like weeks, or the video shoot that's like what I mean. So like there has been a couple ups and downs. There was one video I was working on like last 2 weeks, and after shooting the video for like 6 hours, one of the files got corrupted, the most important file, and now I had to like reshoot the whole thing. But yeah, it's those like just the here and there, the stuff with like you getting rejected by shows. They're saying like, oh, you're not big enough to perform. We need someone with like who's like popular, stuff like that. So nobody really talks about that. And yeah, it is the grind. It's the hustle. Always read the contracts. always read the contracts. A lot of people say a lot of things, and a lot of people will say a lot of things, right? And you just have to take it by ear. But when the contracts get slid to your table, read it. If you can't understand it, get a lawyer and whatnot. Just make sure you understand every single word and every single sentence in the contract. That's like the most important thing. And also, there's nothing you can't do by yourself. Honestly, as much as it is, like most people, the reason why most people are stuck where they are is because they feel like they need someone, or they need like 500 people to get something done. Meanwhile, they just need to do it themselves and they would get it done. So yeah, I'm a vibe first, concept, and then, because the beat, honestly, for in some cases, I'm just listening to the beats. The beats are just sitting in my phone or in my PC, and I'm just listening to them. And I start to pick off the vibe, and then from the vibe, I'm a couple lyrics deep in, and then I start to like conceptualize how the song's gonna go about, maybe like the arrangement, the structure, and all that's like, oh, this could be here, this, you know what I mean? It sounds very calculated, but it's very chaotic when you see me like in the studio. I'm walking around the whole place, but yeah, it's vibe, and then we're structuring the whole thing, and then honestly, I would say vibe first, vibe second, and then vibe third. But like, the other parts are just the structure of the whole thing. But the vibe is the foundation.
Yeah.
I would say a lot of people don't like. I don't know whether it's a general thing, but the hip hop scene in SA is not really getting that much love compared to like. Maybe it's because like it's not. I don't know whether you'd say it's not mainstream, but like it's not getting as much love as like other genres, and I'm still yet to find out why. I don't know whether it's the artists, maybe the scene itself, or the people in the scene that aren't really like showing each other love. Trying to bring each other up. You help me, I help you. We work together to bring, for the culture, to raise the culture amongst like the other big names and like the other big genres and stuff. But yeah, it doesn't really like it's there's so much potential, but like it hasn't been given its flowers, enough of it to the point. So honestly, I feel like in this era, in this generation where there's like social media, it's more about like what you can do. So it's more about like your efforts, because I have seen a lot of people, and a lot of friends of mine, I have seen them go from zero budgets, and they're just posting their songs on social media, and 1, 2, 3 songs go viral, and then the next thing they're big. And they keep pushing. So in this era, I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's the opportunity for you to do it without without waiting for someone. Because like I know back in the days, like you need to like sign a contract or go through a label to have to like get like a social media, like crazy traction on social media for your song, and all that stuff where you had to go through someone. Now you just have to post a video, or post a couple of videos, and if done right and consistent enough, you get there. I'm also a proper evidence of that. In the SA hip hop ecosystem, this might be controversial, but I would say this is like rap battles. I would say rap battles, but like in a diss way, because I know that's a hip hop thing. In the US, it's a hip hop thing. Like this guy's dissing that guy, and everyone's going crazy. It's not like violent where guns are blazing, or turns into like a violent situation where in real life people are shooting it. No, that's not what I'm saying. I mean like just to keep the cult, because hip hop is like the hardest bars gets the most love. It's that tough thing where it's like you're hard, you've got bars, you've got punchlines, you've got this, you've got that. And then obviously from what I've seen, I don't think there are enough like disses, or if I would say like friendly or like healthy competition, where it's like this guy disses that guy, and then it doesn't end in like a violent situation, because nobody wants that. But it's just this guy dissing this guy, they go like a couple rounds, and then it's just the energy is there and everyone's going crazy. So I feel like that's something that's missing. Wait, in SA or in general? In general, I would say I'm still learning. I'm still doing my research. You learn every day, so I'm still discovering things every day. In SA, I wouldn't really say I am that tapped in, because I haven't been here a while. I haven't been here like long enough. So yeah, I'm still learning. I'm still hip hop on the grind. For me, I would say like it's that hustler energy. Do you know what I mean? You wake up, it's money on your mind. Do you know what I mean? So that's it. I'm independent. I've been independent since like 2020, 2024.
You've signed to a label before.
I have signed to a label before, and I have gotten out of that. But yeah, being independent right now is I feel like I can do, like I feel like I just need to get my ground as an independent artist. There's still a lot I need to learn. There's still a lot I need to try. There's still a lot of risks I need to take, right? And then I just feel like I'm not there yet, that there's so much I can accomplish as an independent artist before, right? Because I feel like the label thing is cool, but like at the same time, it's like, I feel like there's so much you can achieve as an independent artist before, like if then after that, if you want to sign with a label, then cool, that's fine. Just, I'm saying that, but in general, it's like being independent. There's so much potential. There's so much you can achieve just with a good team and a team of like people with like crazy mindsets. So yeah, I would say stay humble. I know a lot of people said this, but stay humble. That's like, I know it sounds cliche, but that is facts. Stay humble, and just that thing that you're considering, that you're contemplating, that song that you're overthinking, you're going back, creating, like you have like 12 versions of that mix, nah, just put it out. Just put the song out. That content that you've gone through to edit like 500 times, just put the content out. Just do it. Just do it. Just, you know what I mean? Just don't overthink. Stop overthinking the whole thing, because it's not helping you. It's not bad for your creativity in general. So yeah. So I'm working, because I'm a versatile artist. As much as I love hip hop music, I am a versatile artist, and I like to like experiment with sounds and whatnot. So I'm currently working on like Afro beats, and somewhere in between the lines, just playing around with house music. So there's that. So expect either of the tracks or either of the genres from me. So yeah.
Okay, and then that hip hop track that you are pushing right now, tell us more about that.
So I did a song with a Canadian artist called Connor Price. He's a super amazing guy. He's an independent artist, and I don't know if you're watching this and you've probably seen like a TikTok of like a Spin the Globe series. That's the guy I'm talking about. He does crazy skits. He spins the globe, and he works with like an artist of which the country he lands on. And we did a song called Tombstone, and it was an amazing track. The whole process was lovely. It was insane. So big shout out to Connor Price. Love you, bro. And after that, I have another song that was released on my EP called Delusional, right? And that one was talking about like how you should like be delusional with hard work behind it to be able to achieve whatever the hell you want to achieve. So and that is, yeah, we're just pushing that, and the current songs as well after that. So yeah. So you can catch me on Instagram at Yugo Season, YUGOSZN. Same on TikTok at YUGOSZN. You can catch me on Google. I don't know if that's a thing, but at YUGOSZN. You can catch me on Spotify, Apple Music, not SoundCloud, Audiomack, Deezer, Shazam, YouTube, you name it, same name, at YUGOSZN. So yeah, I'm everywhere.